So was it just straight entrepreneurship for both of y'all, or did y'all dibble and dabble in the corporate world? Or
No, I'm gonna say it's funny.
yeah, because I'm digging. I'm
I'm gonna tell you it's funny because I did the corporate real estate first, but once again, I'm gonna tell you because even then, you get out of school, you don't know what you want to do, but you know you need money.
Yeah, you know you need
I want
bread.
real bread and 30,000, 40,000, not gonna do it.
Right.
Now, you know, AT, man, when you're trying to break into real estate, you always gonna need that first mentor.
Exactly.
You're gonna need somebody to co-sign you to open up them doors. So I was lucky enough, man, I got my start working for a residential developer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was moved to Las Vegas, building houses, publicly traded Fortune 500 company. And what it did for me from a real estate perspective, it gave me a chance to be formally trained.
Got you.
A lot of times in entrepreneurship, especially in real estate, you get your license and you're self-trained a lot.
Yep.
Or you go to your broker and you're trained on how they would prefer you to do it.
Got you.
But I was formally trained from a developer standpoint where I can understand lots, pricing, the bottom line, how to price, how to make a profit, and most importantly, what good professional customer service is.
I like that.
Because everybody in their mind have an idea of what customer service is to you, but until you with a corporation that has had certain standards put in place, then you understand what customer service is.
Right.
So as I've broken off and gone into entrepreneurship and having my own brand and doing my things, I kept those lessons.
Yeah.
So even though, you know, people like myself and Larry on first glance can seem a little rough around the edges or a little bit different, when you actually work with us, then you start seeing that, oh wow, they have a true pipeline and a true plan.
Yeah.
And their movement is right. They under promise and over deliver.
Oh, I like that.
That's something that I was able to get through formal training.
And I think that, you know, us being black males in an industry that is not driven by us,
no doubt about it. Yeah,
there will always be a stigma once people see us, but then they start to say, oh, he really knows what he's talking about when I ask him a real estate question, right? Yeah. And then some of that background that you get, I tell real estate agents all the time, don't shy away from the background that you have. You need to use that coming into the game. Yeah. I came from oil and gas. Previous to that, I was in the military. Yeah. The discipline that I had from the military has helped me build so many businesses because I can work from 3 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night time because I did that in the military and I knew what the results were going to be. Yeah. So I think it's super, super important for real estate agents to do that. So moving forward, as you guys started to get into this business and it started to take shape, how did y'all make sure that you stayed under yourself and didn't spend all the money? I want to talk to people about this because, you know, the Sharks of Real Estate podcast, what we here to do is give people an insight into what the real estate world looks like. No doubt. Obviously, they know we make money, right? Yeah. We ain't gonna say how much, but they know we make something.
It's some things,
to my real estate agents that's trying to get into this and they just not getting into it, and they might have wrote 4 deals this month, and they like, ooh, I done made 40,000. Yeah. How you keep that together?
So it's not about the money.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you, good people out there right now. It's not about the money. I jumped into entrepreneurship off top. My only job or my only career has been real estate outside of the things that I've created outside of real estate. But that was my first baby that I built. Now we own the largest black-owned Texas real estate, the largest black-owned real estate company here in Texas. And so I always say it's not about the money because it's about the part of the work that you put in, right? Everybody that get into this business, I worked hard. I was putting in 60 to 80 hours a week pushing this game. And so it was inevitable that I was going to win and that I was going to make a lot of money. So if you come into this game and you work hard, you push in the work, put the time in. You put the time in, your money's going to come from it. So what a lot of people do, they hear real estate and they're like, oh, I work 5 hours a day and then I'm going to make this check and make that check. That's not how it starts. Just like when you working for someone else, you go get them 8 to 10 hours a day. Get his real estate game in the beginning of your career 8 to 10 hours a day, and then you'll eat and move like no one else has moved. Man, I travel every other weekend.
I already know.
When the world is open, I'm flying.
I be watching them on I'm out here. What the man going now?
When the world is open, I'm open right along with it. But it's because I put the work in, and it's not. And you may not see all the things that I do nowadays, but I still put the work in. Maybe not the 60 to 80 hours that I used to have to when I first got into it. But my secret sauce to being successful when I first got in the game was I put the work in, I put the hours in, and I had some sleepless nights because I wanted to get up and get started immediately again, but my body had the rest, you know. So I like to give new agents this advice, guys. The money's gonna come if you put in the work. So please put in the work. Don't come in here and think because you're a superstar on Instagram that you're gonna all of a sudden close $15,000, $20,000 a month deals. Because like that's not work.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, and what we talking about when we say put in the work, build a pipeline because that pipeline will feed you later on.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
you talked about the pipeline earlier.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it real, man. Because see, the thing about it is, it's like it's hard to toot your own horn. So a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you though, because a lot of times, Larry,
don't be humble.
No, because see, what I'm telling is that because see, Larry sometimes will understate some of the things that he's had to put in place to be able to push the brand and the brokerage forward. And I always remember this is one of the things I learned from him, is that in this game of real estate, the more of yourself you give away, the more you'll get back. So from a philanthropic standpoint, I tell all new agents, you need to figure out how much you can volunteer.
Exactly.
You need to give away all your time. Because the part of what Larry say is putting in the work, you know, that can be a buzzword. You can be like putting in the work. What do that really mean?
Right.
But I done seen this dude donate time, toys, energy, money,
is important, no doubt
volunteering.
about it.
Because what happens is this, especially in real estate, people want to give to givers. If you seem like you just in this for the dollar, the public is not going to gravitate towards your message.
That's a gem, guys. Y'all got to take that. That's a gem.
I'm telling you, that's the key. And like I said, it's hard for him to put it out there because, you know, after a while,
it just comes natural to give like that. I never thought about it, but when you break it down, it is.
Because I mean, like I said, I keep it real. This is my dude. So I would say, if I say, where you at? It's raining. What you talking about?
I'm raising money for Harvey. No doubt about it.
Because the things he do for grandparents that's taking care of their grandkids,
shout out
those underprivileged youth. When you in real estate, being a man of the people is important. When you get a real estate license, really what you're signing up for is public service.
That's really what it is.
You're providing a service to the public. If you start to study for your real estate license and all you have in your eyes is that money bag, what's gonna happen is when you don't get that money bag or you don't feel like it's coming fast enough, your energy gonna get down.
And you don't feel accomplished.
And you gonna get out the game. You don't feel accomplished. So I tell a lot of people, it's like, man, Rick, man, there's money in real estate. What's up with that? I say, well, do you want to serve the public or do you want to be rich? I say define that first. So that when you get into this game, you can stay in your lane. And I think that's most important. I mean, AT, you know what it is as much as you give back to the streets.
I mean, you know, for me and my household go, you know, we do a lot of charity work.
No doubt about it.
Our side, we have heaveninstead.org. Go visit it. You know, my wife has started an amazing organization where she, you know, helps to bury children that I mean, they families can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? These are stillborn babies, whatever it is. I'm part of the Emerging 100, which I know you guys are really familiar with. That 100 black men.
100.
But I definitely think it's important to find a cause to get back to, especially if you super successful in this. You can't just keep all of it.
No doubt. And the funny thing is that's literally, guys, when you first getting started, don't worry about the finances of putting into those organizations. Give your time. And what you'll find is because as I think about it, like when I first got out of school, I joined the Urban League, the 100. Like I've been, you know, I got active immediately because on my heart literally just wanted to give or find ways to show kids that grew up the way that I grew up that there was that you could be better, that there was an opportunity out here for you. So that's initially where all of that came from. So when you mention it like that,
I like that. So with you guys, when it came to entrepreneurship, it was gonna be all or nothing. Right? It was just like this entrepreneur thing gonna be the ticket. Or it's gonna be.
I didn't even know the term at that time, though, right? You were just like, okay, I'm finna do real estate. I'm finna come work for myself. I remember the day that I realized, okay, I want to put a suit on, because that's what we looked at when we thought about real estate or being a businessman back then. It was like putting on a suit. And then I remember studying people like Bill Gates and was like, he ain't got no suit on.
He ain't got no suit.
I don't need that no suit on. You know what I mean? This is one of the richest guys in the world. So let me figure out how to get out of this suit and just put it on when I have to, right? Like, so.
I like what you
No, you know, it's funny, man, because when you think about that, man, I remember the mindset and transitioning mindset that I had to go through. You know, I have what they call irrational confidence.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. I got to know about
I'm like the J.R. Smith of real estate. I'm taking all the shots. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I shoot from half court. It don't matter, because I'm going to tell you what I realized is that if you're talented, but you don't have a goal and a plan for yourself, other people will put you and make you a part of their agenda. People will use your talent to feather their nest. And see, I'm the type of dude, it only took me, I was like, whoa, I'm in here and they getting all the bread. This don't compute.
They ain't making sense.
But what happens is without a plan, you don't know how to focus your energy and talent.
True.
But when real estate was presented to me as an opportunity, then I knew, okay, the more I put into this game, the more I'll get out this game, and it can be a me thing.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be under another person's banner, umbrella, that type of thing. So for me, it's just that I felt like my talents was being wasted by the people that I thought I should align myself with.
Gotcha.
And that's the thing that everybody out there, man, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because we all have something unique to offer.
Everybody.